Y'all, what up, my people? Today I'm going to talk to you about mental health awareness, and it's important to bring our awareness to certain thought patterns and behavior so we can help ourselves and we can stop doing the things that we don't like, because it's not good to bring our awareness to it, to hold it over our heads and use it as leverage to keep doing the same self-destructive behavior just out of a feeling of helplessness. So a lot of you know that I'm someone who has an anxiety disorder, and sometimes my anxiety disorder will cause full-blown anxiety attacks. They're very, very unpleasant, and I do everything in my power to try to prevent them from happening. So I've brought my awareness to it that I have noticed there is one very, very specific chain of events that will cause my anxiety attack to happen. It's a trigger. It's a certain feeling I have, and when I have that feeling, I will have one very specific thought pop into my head that I will say to myself. When I hear myself say that thought, no question, an anxiety attack will happen. So it's good that I brought my awareness to it. I know what the trigger is so I can avoid it. I can prevent it. When I have that feeling come across me and I feel like that thought's going to happen, I can put my foot in my mouth. I can stop myself. I'm like, Mark, you know what's going to happen? Don't say that and don't think it. You're more powerful than your anxiety. You can do this. And that's when I can stop that thought and I can stop my anxiety attack. So everyone, it's good to bring our awareness to help ourselves. Because on the other side of the coin, if I know what my trigger is and I hit that trigger intentionally, it's something called psychosomatic. See, if I know what that feeling is and what that thought is, sometimes I can think that thought intentionally to force myself to have an anxiety attack. What's the point in doing that? It's psychosomatic. I don't want to have an anxiety attack. I don't want to make it happen. Why am I hitting that trigger? It's again a feeling of helplessness. Everyone, during certain days when my anxiety is really high, even though I have good tools and mechanisms to manage it, I'm like, this is bad. This is bad, Mark. Your anxiety is bad. And I'll just keep telling myself that. I'll just feel like, you know what? An anxiety attack is inevitable today. You're powerful. You have good tools. But today, this is bad. It's going to happen. And the more I keep telling myself that, the more I'm actually just cowering. I'm dropping to my knees and just handing over the power to my anxiety. And that's why, everyone, it's not good to do that. We have control and we have the power. We have to remind ourselves of that. We don't want to hand it over to our illness, because then that's completely pointless of knowing what our triggers are. I know my trigger so I can stop it. What's the point in knowing my trigger just to hand it to my anxiety and make it happen? I don't want to force it to happen when I can stop it, because everyone, it's just a feeling of helplessness. If I'm like, oh no, this is bad, it's going to happen, I'm feeding into it and I'm letting it happen when I know I can prevent it. Because see, what's the point in making an anxiety attack happen? It's just self-destructive. It makes me feel like, Mark, you're worthless. You can't do this. Make it happen. It's beating myself up when I don't deserve that. And I want you to know you don't deserve it. Because forcing an anxiety attack is not going to help me. Basically, when an anxiety attack happens, it doesn't mean it's over and it's done, like, that's good, now I can go on with my day. If I have an anxiety attack, the symptoms will travel through the whole day. I'll be a complete mess and I won't be able to accomplish much or do much. I'm basically useless for the day. So again, what's the point in forcing that to happen? When my anxiety feels like it's high, I can still accomplish things and do things. If I force an anxiety attack, I can't do anything for the day. So everyone, the reason I know my trigger is to prevent it. I don't want to know my trigger to hit that button and hit that trigger, and try to force one, because it's not going to help me and it's going to be completely pointless, everybody. Bring our awareness to things so we can help ourselves, everybody. I want you to know you're not helpless, everybody. If I can manage my mental illness, I want you to know you can too, everyone. Mark my words, mental health awareness saved my life. Everyone, keep it sexy, make good choices. I'll catch you on that flip side.